Jeff, how are you?
Martin, good to see you. That voice, man, it's like you just put everybody at ease with that voice.
Yeah.
It's a calming baritone, man.
Yeah. I'm going to do the voiceover for you. You just do the bop 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 bop. And I say, hello, I'm Jeff.
I'm okay with that. Wow, that guy's got a good voice.
You can call me. I'm Jeff. So, how's your feeling about tomorrow?
Excited, tired, but I think we've all put in so much effort. It's just the teamwork has been phenomenal. A lot of the guys here, we tell them the president's coming, president of Germany, and certainly it seemed to inspire to a certain point, but these guys have just worked. After hours, guy came in last night at 10 to finish the tile grout. The effort has been remarkable. And like Mark Summers said yesterday, we need a deadline. Every project needs a point at which we have to, drive towards. So whether this was realistic or not, I think we've done really well in meeting the goal. So it's not completely finished, the house, but it's hopefully presentable enough, and we think it looks beautiful right now. So. Hope the president agrees.
What do you expect for tomorrow? For yourself? For the house?
Well, the party will be at the late afternoon, so the lighting should be nice. It's supposed to be a nice cool day. People should be in a good mood. Champagne, beautiful new white stucco house with green grass and lovely women walking around the grounds. What's not to like?
Sure.
And then at the appointed hour, the president will arrive, and it'll be a big to-do, and maybe I'll even get to meet him. I don't know, but just the fact that he's here to kind of bless this project is pretty exciting. Well, Jan has been just there for everything that I needed him for. From the very beginning, and we've gotten to know each other over these months, and we have these extended conversations. We have a lot in common. He teaches me a lot of things. I'll go, really? I may have taught him one thing, but he's I don't know what it would be, but I'm hoping along the way. But he's been a great compatriot, a colleague. We hang out. Probably not enough, but we get along really well, and it's a very rewarding time to spend with all my German friends that I've made on this project. The camaraderie is great, and the real end. That's where it all happens. That's the spot where we have lunch, and we can sort of not really talk about the project, but just the vibe of the collegial atmospheres. The camaraderie is great there.
So it makes a better understanding.
And the real end is symbolic of that, where we kind of it's the cohesiveness of our group, the designers and then Martin, of course, the friend and the videographer and Are you still doing music, Martin?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And the musician.
Yeah.
So I think that it's been very rewarding in that way. I'm beat, I'm spent, I'm burnt out, but it's all for a goal. And after Tuesday, I'm going to be fresh as a daisy, because we've just been pushing, working long hours, not sleeping much, but it's exciting. And so I think a lot of the guys here I see the looks on their faces, but they know that we got one more day, and I think hopefully all our efforts will have paid off.
So vacation time is not, at least not on my calendar. However, I tell you this, September I have booked a flight to Germany.
Really?
Oh yes. I had one last year. I abandoned because of this project here. This year I will not abandon it. I will go to Germany.
For how long?
No matter what.
For how long?
3 weeks. And that's incredibly long for me, but it has to be.
Let's speak about the neighborhood.
It's about the ritziest neighborhood in LA outside of Beverly Hills. I prefer this area over Beverly Hills. It still has a lot of nature here. Just a very, I mean, it's a very special place, and to be able to live here for the fellows, it will be a great experience for them, I'm sure.
They all are very friendly. There's one particular neighbor. It's an elder couple. They bought a piece of land that was original part of Thomas Mann property. It's just to the southeast. That's a little triangular spot that it was not Thomas Mann, but it was the following owner agreed that they would sell off a piece of land, and these people, the Prices, are very proud and very fond of Thomas Mann. They're both important people. They had very professional people. They mentioned the other day that they still have a bougainvillea in their backyard that was part of Thomas Mann property.
A lot of the film people that have done really well over the long period live up here because the houses are extremely expensive in the Riviera. And in fact, 2 doors down, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell live. And I've met Goldie, sort of met Kurt as talking to him out of the window of his truck. I grew up with Kurt Russell, so to sort of see him, you know, we're probably close to the same age. Right now he's got a big cowboy beard. I don't know what he's working on, but that's kind of cool. Usually actors, you see a lot in LA, they maybe aren't quite as impressive in person sometimes. You know, the camera does good things to certain people. Certain people's faces are, as Martin I'm sure knows, it's very receptive to the camera. Kurt Russell looked pretty doggone good. In fact, people accuse me of having an instant bromance with the guy, you know, because he looked pretty studly, and it was, you know, and so I had to, you know, I'd have given him a fist pump if I'd gotten a little closer, but that's kind of cool. And I think Spielberg lives around the corner, and Tom Hanks. These are people that have, you know, not flashes in the pan, but that's kind of what it takes, that financial horsepower to buy houses up here, because as Jan was saying, the Prices have owned their property for a long time. But real estate in LA now is just through the roof, and there's a lot of teardowns in this neighborhood, which this house would have been a teardown. When it was for sale in 2016, it would have for sure been torn down, and some beautiful, gigantic new house plopped down where Thomas Mann's house is fortunately still standing.
What are you wearing tomorrow night?
I'm going to be wearing I got my outfit picked out. I'm going to be wearing I haven't figured out the shoes yet. That sounds like I got hundreds of pairs of shoes. I don't have 100 pair of shoes, but I'm going to wear a tie, actually, right? I'll wear a nice, my favorite blue, my blue jacket, cool tie, new pants. I got a haircut. Make sure I'm all groomed up. So I know what I'm wearing. I'm going to be wearing a tie.
Ooh, sounds cool. And you?
I don't have a suit anymore because the last suit I had was had so many moth holes in it. I hadn't worn it for so long. I have a tuxedo, not a tuxedo, a blue blazer.
Jan looks very distinguished in his blue blazer. Are you going to wear your yachting shoes too?
Maybe.
You look like you come straight from the yacht club. You look good, man.
Yeah. I hope. I have to admit one thing. That one picture on that banner, I just have to.
Why?
I look like 100 years old. It doesn't look like I feel.
You shaking hands with this guy? You better be ready. He's got the bone crusher, man. You got a grip, you know. Yeah, you're fit.
I am fit. I'm not that muscular as some people.
You're wiry.
But
I have another friend that's he's he's got this grip. You better be ready. He's this older guy,
Yeah,
and
he has hands like a boxer.
I know he's got some mitts on him. He got some mitts, but it's like you got some spring in those tendons.
I can grip something.
You can build the house by hand. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's stop it.
You got to have
Good.
fun when you do these things, John. If you're not having fun with
do.
Martin, you know.
Yeah, then it's shit.